and the Kubernetes. Okay, then in that case we can work with ECR as well. Okay, because
Okay.
mainly in the Kubernetes we will go with the ECR.
Sure.
So you can also take this as a practical or your exercise. Okay,
Okay.
because it is a simple step.
Okay.
We just have to change a few steps. We already done this using means on the basic on your PowerShell, right? We have done this practical how to push to ECR.
Sure. Sure.
Same thing you can replicate. Yeah, and once this is done, we have to trigger a deployment job. So if the what if the environment is dev or is if it or if the repo sorry, branch name is a dev. Okay, right.
Right.
These are our required steps. Okay. Currently, I don't have any code which runs unit test cases and Schooner Cube scan. Okay. Maybe if possible, we will do this in the end. Okay. And I will try to write some test cases and scanning. Okay. But now let's do a basic steps. Means which are required. First is clone. Second is build the image.
Okay.
And third is push it to Docker Hub. Got
Okay.
it?
Got it.
So now let's go one by one. Okay. So uh, we are going with the what kind of thing? Scripted one. Okay. And you will do this as a what declarative one. Do as the
Okay.
exercise. Okay. In your free time.
Okay. So in declarative
So
one, we will not use the node, right?
yes, right. For that we have to use a pipeline as a
Right.
syntax. Yeah. And there we cannot directly use the script. Okay. We have
Correct.
to use the stages. In the stages
Stages.
there is a steps. Then there is a script log.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So now first let's go one by one.
Okay.
So here you can add the comment as well. Okay, in the group because it is totally Groovy script, na
Right.
scripted. So like like Java, we can add a comment. Okay. So our first responsibility is to clone repository. Okay. So to clone the repository, what you will need? You will need a credentials, right? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
You will need credentials, right? So let's write one stage first. Here, write a clone a repo. So, but how to clone a repo? You need a SSH credentials. Okay,
Right.
right. So, what we can do? Go to Jenkins, manage Jenkins. I think we already done the steps. Go
Right.
to the manage credentials, and here you can see that we have already added it last time as well.
Right.
So means you already know this step means how to add.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Right. That
so
key we need to add
yes,
it. Right.
add this thing and the key. The credential ID is GitHub SSH key. Okay, credential ID is GitHub SSH key. Okay, now there is already one plugin provided by Jenkins which is by default installed called SSH agent. Or if it is not present, then you can install it. I have given that step here. Here maybe I have given it. Go through so go to first prerequisites. What is prerequisite? Install the SSH agent plugin. Okay, so install this plugin. So you know how to install a plugin, right?
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah. So install this plugin with the name SSH agent. Once that is installed, create a SSH key pair on your machine. Anywhere you can create it. Once you created it, copy the public key to your GitHub.
Okay.
Okay. Once you
So
copied it,
that SSH key we have to create on the server where we are
no, no,
running the Jenkins,
it
right?
can be anywhere. It can be anywhere.
Anywhere, right?
Yes, anywhere you can create on any machine because
Okay.
we are going to copy this thing into your credentials file now. So
Right.
so it not need not to be present on any slave. Okay, because we are already copying it inside a credentials. Okay, so once you created a key, it will create two things. One is a public and second is a private. Okay, so copy your public key. Okay, so here I have given the steps and here I have added a comment. Okay, so you can easily identify the public key and the private key. Okay, if that ends with this particular comment, then it is a public key. Okay, and then next thing is we have to create a credentials in the Jenkins. So go to manage Jenkins, manage credentials, global, add new credentials, then select username and password. So what will be the username? Username is your GitHub username. Okay, your GitHub username, and then the password will be this. What is this? Yeah, your private key. Okay, this thing. Okay, once that is done, it is then next thing we have to do, we have to install the Docker on your slave machine. Okay, so these are all the prerequisite. Got it now?
Got it.
Once you configure all these things, then we can move ahead. Okay, so next thing is let's go step by step. First thing, what we have to do, we have to clone the repo. Okay, so for cloning the repo, what we need SSH agent. Okay, why we need it? Because it will store our private key, private SSH key. Okay, and it can auto populate for this particular bash script. Okay, and then you already know how to clone the repository, right? Git clone and the repo name. Okay, similarly, go here, write this line. Okay, so that it can scan it can authorize the GitHub host. Okay, so you just have to add this line here. Once that is done, second is the cloning the repo.
Right.
Okay, and I want to clone only specific branch. Okay, so in that case, I'm only cloning one thing. Okay, branch name I'm given here.
Okay.
And this is our SSH. What here you can go to the sample apps. Here you can see that SSH. Okay, so if you compare, this thing is similar. Only thing different is the repo name. Okay, so why I'm giving this as a variable? Because you can use this code as a for multiple repositories. Okay, so you can variabilize this code, right?
Right.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a environment variable now. Okay, so first will be the branch name. Okay, so let's say branch. What I have given here. It is a node app. Okay, so node app, and then second thing is the repo name. What is the repo name? This is the repo name. Okay, now that's it. This is the code required for cloning the Git repository. So let's run this thing. Go to your dashboard, in pipeline, Docker pipeline, click on pipeline. Okay, go below and here select the pipeline script. That's it. Okay, once you copy this thing, apply, save. Now click on build now. So now it is running. So here you can see that it has been successfully cloned the repo. Okay, but how we can cross check it? Okay, it is successfully cloned the repo. Then you can add the ls command here. Ls. Okay. Okay. What do you think the output will be.
So what will be ls minus a? It will list whatever the content is available in this repo, no?
Let's see the output. Okay, so this time we are getting error. Okay, it is not because of this line. Okay, even if you remove this thing, still we will get the same error. Okay, so what is the error? Can you read this?
Sample app already exists and not an empty directory.
Okay, why? Because it is only using the same workspace. Okay, and in the last build we have cloned this particular repo, right? So because of that, it is thinking the current workspace is not empty. So how we can clone the same repo? Okay, because it already exists now.
Right.
Yeah. So what we have to do? We have to clean the workspace first time. Clean workspace. This meaning is a function provided by Jenkins. Okay. So what it will do? It will clean our workspace. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So before starting a job, it will clean the workspace. So let's run this again. Okay. We also done the ls-l, but why we are not seeing any content of the repository? Hello.
Yeah, I don't know because it should show na. Why might be there would be no content.
No, but what you are seeing on the output? Okay. What is ls-l output?
But now there is no error, right?
No, there is no error. Why it will show error? We already cleaned this repo. Na? Last time error occurred because we have cleaned in this build, and next build was trying to clone again inside the same repository. So we have added this thing. So it cleaned the workspace. Okay. So if you go here.
Okay, so it will re-clean the workspace first, right?
Yeah, it will clean the workspace. Let's show you. Let me show you. This is so where lib. Okay. So what is our worker directory? JWorker. Okay. Go to the workspace. Go to the what is the job name? Node pipeline, right? So can you see the folder is already there? So if you try to clone this thing, right, it will give the error. So we have to remove this thing first during the starting of your pipeline. So that is why we added this line. Got it now?
Got it.
Okay. But we are not able to see the content of this repository. If you see what is the branch, branch is the node app. Okay. So if I go to the GitHub and see the node app, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 files, but we are not able to see the files. Why? Even if you are doing ls-l, it is not showing any files.
Right.
But you are seeing something on the screen. Can you see what is the output of the ls command?
Total 4.
Yeah.
But then the file is not showing over there. It's showing total 4.
This thing, but it is showing this thing. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenkins.
So we are not seeing the content of the sample apps because we are currently inside a workspace. We haven't done any CD. Okay. Because it is cloned this thing inside a workspace now. So
correct.
We are currently at this directory. Okay. So if you do ls-l, we can see, okay, it is showing only this thing. But if you go inside sample apps and then do ls-l, it will show all this content. Okay. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So each time when you're writing a new shell script, you have to change your workspace or change your shell script according to the folder location. Okay. Because by default the location is your workspace. Got it, na?
Got it.
Okay. Now first stage is over. The next stage is this thing, build a Docker image. So we already have the Docker file inside a repository. Okay, so it is a basic Docker file. Okay, so we are taking the node Alpine as a base image, setting the user/app as a work directory, copying the package.json, installing the node packages, then copying all the code and then running the npm start, which will run the server. Okay, got it, na? Simple commands. Now let's write a build a Docker image. Okay, can you give me the steps? Can you please prompt the steps? What should I do?
First of all, we have to put Docker image, right? Docker image we have to create. We have to write
Yes.
Docker file, right?
Yeah, but that is already here. Na? It is already here. We have cloned the repository. So
Right.
what are the stage now? What are the steps now to build the image?
Now it will be a build image.
Yes, means yes, right. But which thing we have to write now to build the image?
We have to write a command, right? Build Docker build.
Yes, right. Can you please give me all the required steps?
So it's a Docker build.
First, we have to do this thing into a sh block. Okay.
Okay, to run a command.
To
Script,
run a
right?
scripts or bash commands we have to write using this. Okay. Now we are going to build an image. So please give me the commands.
Docker
What is the
build.
command?
Docker build.
Yes.
Hyphen the file, that Docker file name.
Okay, but by default it is a Docker file now.
Okay, so dot we can give, right?
No, means dot is for the build context now.
Right. So here we have to give the whatever the name we have to give, right? To
Right.
hyphen f.
No, hyphen f for the Docker file.
Right.
Location of the Docker file. Okay.
Right.
Hyphen t we have to give. Tag.
Okay, tag we only the name we need to give, right?
Yes, right.
So we
So
can
I
give
can give like node app.
Okay.
And the tag whatever you want.
Right.
Like suppose I want to give 23, some tag. Okay. Will it work? Should I run this?
Should work.
Okay, let's run. Okay. I'm again asking means, do you think it will work?
So next step we have to put this Docker. We have to provide Docker login, right?
No, but that is the next step. Our current focus is to make sure this stage should run. It should
Yeah,
work
this
properly.
will run. This will run.
Okay, let's run it. What happened? I think I have copied this thing. Let's see. It is failure.
Right.
Okay, so failure because it is running on the Jenkins. Okay.
Okay.
And Jenkins doesn't have the Docker. Okay, so let's run this on the worker, and worker has label CI. Okay.
Okay.
Now this time it will give a different error. So you got the current error, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. Now run. Again it will throw error. Now it's running on the slave. Okay. No. Yeah. Can you give me the solution?
What is the error? This is the error code. Build definition from Docker file. Docker file done. Failed to solve. Failed to read Docker file. Means it's not able to find out the Docker file locations, right?
Why? Yes, why?
Because we are not on the current directory where that Docker file is available.
Yes, right, exactly. So that is why we have to, each time we have to do a CD. Okay,
Right.
in every script. Okay, so go to the repo. Sorry. Okay, now just run. So this kind of error you may face. Okay, means
Okay.
using this you can try to debug it. Okay, now it has been build a image. Okay, so if I go to the that worker, if I do docker image ls, let me clean on the.
Ganesh reply me. He already informed you about this. I don't know what he informed you.
Let me see my mobile. Yes, he sent me a message now.
Because I replied to in the group where his boss is at. No, I say why you are not replying.
Yes, he's saying he's in some medical emergency. Okay,
Okay.
okay, he will call you tomorrow. Let me remove all these images. Okay. 84 image ID 8026 FD 6. Okay, so if you see on the slave, image has successfully built. Okay, with the given tag. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But generally, the best practice is to give a tag same as your brand commit hash. Okay. So if you go
Okay.
here, so if you see the sample apps and the node app, so our last commit is 8446174. Okay, because the commits are unique. Okay, so their composition will be unique. So suppose if we are giving the static image name, then it is very difficult to use the different version. Like suppose now you are pushing the 23, which contain the version 1. Okay, with the tag. Okay, now next time again you are pushing 23 tag. Now the version is 2. Okay, this is the code version.
Right.
Okay, but what is the issue here? Because we have the same tag. Okay, so we are not able to get the different versions. Okay, now suppose for some reason we want to go back again with the version 1. Is it possible now? Not now, because we already overrided the older image with this tag. Okay, but suppose if you are giving here the tag as a v1 and here as a v2, then it will be easy. Okay, because now there will be two images present. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because let's see, Docker Hub. Means you are getting, means why we want a unique tag. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Uh,
I'm not audible.
okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. So you are getting na means why we want different tags.
Right, right, right.
Now let's write that code. Okay. So currently here it is 23. What if we want to commit as a tag? Okay. Then we have to get that particular tag. Okay. So how to get it? So for that we have the GitHub command. Okay. So if you see here, okay. If you go to the sample apps, okay. Now it is a Git repository. If you do get status, you are getting status. Okay. Now if you run this command, it will give us the tag. Sorry,
Right.
git commit. Okay. So we have to use the same command in our pipeline. Okay. So let's copy this thing. Mm, mm, mm. So now, but that should be as an environment variable. Okay. So for this, we have to do cd repo name. Okay. You are getting na what we are doing? Hello. Hello.
Right, right, right.
Here we are just going inside this particular repo, running this command, and that command will give us this long commit ID. Okay, but we only want first 8 characters. Okay, that is
Okay.
why we are adding this trim and substring. Trim will remove the spaces, and substring will give us the first 8 characters. Okay, and we are setting this to a variable called commit hash. Okay, now let's use this here, and now run this again. Hmm. Okay, now if you see here, Docker build, and here our tag is 84461. What is happening? Something different happening. Because of this, we are having issue. Hmm, okay, let's see the Docker images. Okay, can you see the image now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this time we are getting the tag, but it was I don't know why it is totally number. Okay, maybe some script issue. Okay, but it is, but still you are getting now. Here we are generating a random tag.
Right,
Okay,
right,
so it will be unique.
right.
Okay, and now we are able to build the image, and we are able to build image. Now next step will be push it to the Docker Hub. Okay, push to Docker. we don't need to do cd. Okay, but to push to Docker Hub, we need a credentials, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So I already mentioned this thing in here. Okay. So you have to go to the manage Jenkins credential system and give your Docker username and password. And here we have given ID as a Docker Hub credentials. Got it. Now we have to use the same thing. So if you see, so this is a with credentials block. So use of this thing is na, it means we are going to see it means there's a last lecture also, but just for now, just remember this thing. It will use this particular credentials, okay, from our Jenkins credential and populate this variables password as a, so this variable will contain our password value and this variable will contain our username value. Which we're getting now. So this is our Docker Hub credential, which we have configured in the Jenkins. Okay. So here you can see that we have given this as a this credential name as a Docker Hub credential, and here we are giving username and here password. Okay. And this username will be saved to this variable. Okay. And the password, this password will be saved to this variable. So we can use this username password here. Okay. You are getting?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Now we are doing Docker login. We already seen this thing, how to do Docker login. Okay. Once you logged in, next step is push, Docker push. But here there will be a problem. What is the problem? In the push, this image name is different and our image name is different, right?
Right.
So we have to update this thing. So just automate this thing. Let's add one more variable. So our image name will be same everywhere. We can use this thing. So what should be the image name? Let's give it a node app. Okay. And now during building itself, let's use this thing. Okay. Now it is okay. So I will show you my Docker Hub. If I go here, node app. So let me delete all these images. How to delete it? Okay, now there are no images. Okay, now let's run this pipeline. We'll copy this content. Here you can say it is using credentials. Login succeeded. And it is pushing the image. Okay. Now it is success. Let's go to Docker Hub, do a refresh. Yeah. So can you see the tag?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have successfully created a pipeline. Got it, na?
Got it.
Okay. So do we have any doubt?
As of now, no. Then I will do it with myself.
Okay. You are getting the purpose of the Jenkins.
Right.
What is
Right.
the CI job? Yes.
Right.
No?
Right.
Yeah. The next thing is we have to deploy this app using Docker. Okay. Now we are not using the what was it? Sorry, Helm or Kubernetes. We are not using Helm and Kubernetes. We want to deploy this application on some of the server. Okay, let's deploy this on the slave. Okay, how to do it? You know the run command, right? We can use the run command for this.
Docker run, right?
Yes, to run an email. Okay, so should we do this today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow would be fine.
Okay, because it is just this step is there. Okay, but for explaining it will take 15 minutes. So if I think
Tomorrow we will do it. So I will.
okay, so do a practice tomorrow for this, then we can easily understand this thing also.
Sure.
Okay.